At exactly 2:17 a.m., every radio in Hollow Ridge turns on by itself. Not just one, not just a few, but all of them at the same time, as if something unseen is controlling them all from a single source. Old radios that haven't worked in years suddenly come alive. Car stereos begin playing without keys in the ignition, and even broken devices start whispering with static. At first, it's only noise, a low, unsettling crackle that fills the air. But then, slowly, the static fades into something else. A voice, soft, weak, almost human, and every single night it says the same thing. If you hear this, you're already inside. Most people don't take that story seriously. They laugh it off, calling it just another creepy internet myth designed to scare people late at night. But Ethan Cole wasn't like most people. He was a journalist, someone who made a career out of exposing lies and uncovering the truth behind strange stories. Haunted places, cursed towns, paranormal sightings. He had investigated them all and proven that there was always a logical explanation. So when he first heard about Hollow Ridge, he didn't feel fear. He felt excitement. This was his chance to create something big, something that could finally make his name known. He didn't believe in ghosts, and he definitely didn't believe in voices coming from nowhere. The road to Hollow Ridge was long, empty, and strangely quiet. As Ethan drove deeper into the forest, the world behind him seemed to disappear. The trees grew thicker and darker, blocking out more and more of the sky. The road beneath his car became rough, cracked, and uneven, as if it hadn't been used in years. After some time, his phone lost signal completely. The GPS stopped working. Even the music playing in his car began to cut in and out before finally going silent. Ethan tapped the screen, annoyed, but nothing changed. "Of course," he muttered, "right when I need it." Still, he kept driving, relying on memory and instinct to guide him forward. Eventually, he saw the town's entrance sign. It stood crooked at the side of the road, rusted and worn from years of neglect. The faded letters still read clearly enough, "Welcome to Hollow Ridge." Beneath the main text, something had been scratched into the metal. Ethan stepped out of his car and leaned closer to read it. The words were faint, uneven, almost desperate. "Don't listen." He stared at them for a moment, then let out a small laugh. "Nice detail," he said quietly, as if acknowledging the effort someone had put into making the place feel more mysterious. As soon as he stepped away from the car, the silence hit him. It wasn't normal silence. It wasn't peaceful or calm. It felt heavy, unnatural, like the air itself had weight. There was no wind moving through the trees, no birds calling out, no insects buzzing in the distance. Nothing. It was as if the entire world had stopped making sound. Ethan took a deep breath and tried to ignore the strange feeling creeping over him. He grabbed his camera, turned it on, and began recording. "This is Hollow Ridge," he said, his voice echoing slightly in the empty space. A town abandoned for over 20 years. Locals claim that strange radio signals and unexplained disappearances. A sudden crackling sound cut him off. Ethan froze. The sound came from behind him. Slowly, he turned his head and looked back at his car. The radio was on. Static filled the air, loud and sharp. He frowned, confused. He was certain he had turned it off before stepping out. Moving cautiously, he walked back toward the car and looked through the window. The display was glowing faintly, flickering with interference. "That's not possible," he whispered. Then the static shifted. The noise changed, becoming more focused, more deliberate. And then the voice came through, soft, broken, but clear enough to understand. "If you hear this, you're already inside." Ethan felt a cold chill run down his spine. For a moment, he just stood there, unable to move. Then he shook his head and forced himself to laugh. "It's just interference," he said, though his voice sounded uncertain. Some kind of cross signal. He opened the car door, reached in, and turned the radio off. The sound stopped instantly, but the silence that followed felt worse. It no longer felt empty. It felt like something was there, watching him. Ethan tried to ignore the feeling as he walked deeper into the town. The buildings around him looked strangely preserved. They weren't destroyed or collapsed like he expected. Instead, they looked as if they had simply been left behind. A diner stood open on one side of the street, its door slightly ajar. Ethan stepped inside, his footsteps echoing softly. Inside, everything was frozen in time. Plates sat on tables with dried food still on them. Coffee cups were half full. Chairs were slightly pulled out, as if people had stood up suddenly and never returned. "This doesn't make sense," Ethan said quietly. He walked further inside and noticed a newspaper lying on the floor. He picked it up and brushed away the dust. The date, printed